This is a mental note, but it's a personal note. Listen carefully to the voices you hear in the background, because those are the people I'm talking about. I live in a neighborhood in the city of Mercy. Everyone knows that around the world now. Frederick Douglass Park, and on and on. There are a lot of rumors pertaining to me in my community and neighborhood. One of them is the myth of me being mean to everyone. Now, what makes it a myth is none of those people saying it have I ever spoke to. None of them don't know me. They don't know my name. They don't know nothing about me but the gossip that they hear. Okay? Now, that's the problem. Them running their mouth. I got a neighbor on one side named Yuri and his whole family. They all have their pennies in a bunch for different reasons. The daughter had a crush. Yuri used to work for my mom as a gardener. She fired him. So he throws things over the fence to sabotage our yard. He sprays killers on our flowers, trash, and mistletoe. The tree's dead, everything. The whole yard's messed up with foxtails. Son is like the neighbor, grew up to be friends with the neighbor on the other side of me, Paul. Paul thinks he's a paparazzi. He thinks he's secretly working for me, filming my story, but he's a serious irritation. I mean, if I have to blow my nose and I have some snot hanging, I look out the corner of my eye and there him and his family is, their damn phones and cameras. I can't even take a pee, can't do anything. They're pests. All and here's the problem. Oh, and across the street, Alberto, in his yard, and his guests and their people. He's over there now, running his mouth right now, like he's some kind of talent agent. All right. No one has blew more deals for me than these people. All right. They have me sitting up here looking like I'm mean at the world because they keep me pissed off every day. Why? Because they haven't listened to one of these notes that everyone's talking about, but they're running their mouth about what everyone's saying. Okay? They're running their mouth about what everyone's saying. Everyone's talking about the notes. But none of these people have even listened to the notes, and they're running his mouth. He hasn't listened to one damn note. And he's running his mouth like he's the expert on me. The smallest child at school knows more about me than this damn man and these damn people. But he's running his mouth like he's my damn agent and authority. And everyone's going to him because he speaks Spanish and these Spanish people. This man has cost me over 500 million. This man has cost me over $5 million running his damn mouth. Telling people, speaking for me, telling them what I think, what I do, what I'm about. He don't know nothing about me. He doesn't even know my damn name. He's never met me. I've never spoke to him. He's never spoke to me. But every day he's over there telling someone something like he knows something about me. And he's blown deal after deal after deal. The people never even cross the street and talk to me after they talk to him. Before they talk to him, they came over here. I just want to keep him from making a fool of the city. I just want to help him out. I just want to do this. So they go over there and talk to him like he knows something, right? And he tells them all kinds of fantasy crap because he knows nothing, right? They turn around and leave without ever even talking to me one time. He's blown every damn deal, but he's over there telling a story like I'm trying to help him out. He's trying to help him out. What he is a constant irritation. Him and his friend sit in the yard all day long. I can't hear myself think for them talking in the background about me. Listen. Quiet please on V Street with the traffic. The cough and the laugh, the only voices you hear, if you can hear them, that's them. They sit up there doing stupid stuff like Paul and his family, all right? They're sitting there peeking through the blinds at the window talking about he's getting ready to smoke a cigarette right now. He's getting ready to scratch. He's itching. He has something in his eye. And they're giving everybody like them away, all right? Because people are looking at this one group of people like, hey, you guys are vampires. Everyone knows the truth, okay? And so what they're doing is sitting over there like a bunch of vampires. Like they have TVs, they have music, they have everything. They aren't paying attention to any of that crap like a bunch of vampires. All right, they sit there, the whole bunch of them, looking at me all day long, talking about me all day long. None of them know what they're talking about. None of them know me. I'm not friends with any of them. The people next door are running around town. They had the whole town listening to them. We're his neighbors. We know everything there is to know about him. If you want to know something about him, come to us. They're just a bunch of big mouth fat people. All right? Attention star trying to get some fame and attention off of me, just like Alberto and the rest of them. No one would even bother with his lonely, washed up butt. Okay? Except he's using me to have conversation. People come visit him that haven't seen him in years. And what are they coming for? To talk about me to a person that doesn't even know my damn name. But he's over there talking my career up and down, talking people out of making deals with me, telling them all this negative stuff, and he doesn't know anything about me. He knows what I let him see like the rest of the world. And I'm really mad about it. They got me ready to move out the neighborhood. Why? They all broke the rule, the one rule. Treat people like you want to be treated. The golden rule. Okay? Like a bunch of vampires. Listen to them in the background, trying to be in the background. They're 2 feet away from each other. Why are they talking so loud? Because they're vampires. Okay? They want someone else to hear them. They want someone else to hear what they're talking about. That's why they're half a block away, hollering so loud you can hear them in the background on this tape. They are they're so close they can kiss right now. But we can hear every word they're saying way down the street. Why? I've already explained to you why people do that. Okay? He's talking to some guy who comes down the street with a big stick because the little girls in his race don't want to sleep with old washed up men no more, and they want to choose who they get a virginity to. They don't want the uncle to take it and then have the parents' permission. It's crazy stuff going on. And they're trying to blame me for it, but all I did was report what the girls were telling me. I took their wishes and put it on the internet. All right, I didn't make them wish that. I didn't make them do that. Okay. I just helped them out. And so all these old farts with the little peepees are mad. He's taking our such away. I forget the word they use for it. Get a real woman. You sorry ass excuse for a man. Go get a real woman. Leave them children alone. And then there's more to it. When you're jumping on everybody else, they're all clapping. Yeah, he told them. But when you get around to them, every person has a turn. There's no persons out here without a blemish or a flaw. So when you get around to what's wrong with them, oh, now they got a problem. But when you were talking about those people and these people, oh, you're the hero. He told those mothers. Finally, somebody stood up to those mothers. Finally, somebody did this. Like the so-called white people. Oh, he's telling those white people. He's getting those white people. But when you get around to them and what's wrong with them, oh, I hate that fucker. He's just doing one. I don't care. You're all crazy. I don't give a fuck what a fish wish. Understand that. Most of you, if you die, it won't change the timeline. You serving no useful purpose. Your opinion means zilch. Keep your mental illnesses to yourself. Don't ride down the street blasting it out your car. Don't be talking all loud, forcing your words into someone else's head who isn't even listening to you and don't care about what you said. All that. Keep your crazy to yourself. Don't spread it. It's spread by your mouth. Okay? You're spitting poison like a snake, like Ventum. Only you're blowing out poison gas. Okay? Along with the carbon monoxide, you're blowing out poison gas. Grown men gossip more than a bunch of old ladies. I sit there and watch it. It's going down right now. Grown men gossiping like a bunch of girls about he said, she said, I heard. Don't have no facts, don't know nothing, haven't seen nothing themselves. Going by I heard. I went to Sally's this morning. For those of you that aren't street people, Sally's is Salvation Army. They're down there. I heard he don't like white people. I heard this, I heard that. You know, every time somebody say I heard, that means they didn't go listen for themselves. Someone told them what they heard. Now you know what happens when people sit in a circle and whisper in each other's ear and tell a story, how the story changes when it goes around a circle. These old grown men too stupid to know not to listen to gossip. Because if it can get changed in a few people just sitting in a circle talking to each other, what happens by the time it goes all over town? So instead of going look for themselves, they're over there talking about I heard. The minute you say that, I go deaf and don't care about nothing that you said or thinking because you are an idiot. You're an idiot that don't know nothing for sure except what you were told. Children are going to clown you. They're going to talk to you like you're the child because you're acting like a child. You're acting stupider than a kid. Go by facts, not he said, she said. If you didn't see it, hear it, smell it, and touch it for yourself, you don't know that it's true or real. Okay? And I've had enough of these people. I can't use my phone. Because the person on this side, the jilted girl, Yuri's daughter and stuff, I just want to get revenge on him. How you get revenge on me and you don't even damn know me? What are you getting revenge for? Because you had a crush on me and you went and had babies and married someone else and now that's the end of story? You're crazy too. You better be glad I'm not telling them your name. But they'll find out your name because I told them whose daughter you was. And they'll find out all of Paul's sisters who give me hell all the time. Always talking about trying to get revenge. Revenge on me for what? Because you did something to me that made you look like a fool. And you saying I made you look like a fool. So you want to get revenge on me for making you look like a fool when it was you that did it to yourself. I've never lifted a finger. I don't even say hi to you. I've never touched you or done nothing to you in your life. You're insane. Revenge. And every time they try to get revenge, something worse happens to them. It gets worse and worse to the point where none of my fans and friends now want anything to do with them, which used to be their friends. So this is why I'm calling names now, because if they're going to stop. They're going to stop or they're going to have the whole city on them, the whole world on them. They're going to stop because it's like a stupid animal, like a Homer Simpson, keeps shocking himself over and over. Doe, doe, doe. I keep saying, stupid, stop. And every day they get up like they don't remember yesterday and do the same damn stupid things. People are telling them, you're making him hate you. You're making everyone hate you. You're messing up for all of us. And they go on ahead anyway, which shows they don't give a damn about the rest of you. Stop giving a damn about them. Point blank simple. Outcast, scorn them, do whatever. Because they really are. They had me almost about to go bad on a whole race. They had me almost about to go bad on a whole neighborhood I grew up in. Do you understand that? Less than 10 people can and I'm sick of it. Oh, but I'm not finished with the block. Next door to Alberto is a little girl playing a normal kid who really in her own right is a celebrity, right? But she comes here because she's really known across the border, right? And she's known here too, but she feels she's not recognized, right? And on and on. She used to like to play like she was coming home from school, like the rest of the kids walking all this. Every night I'm practicing doing stuff. People related to Mars, people related to Chris Brown, people related to people have been biting and stealing and filming my stuff and going to make big money out there in the market in Hollywood and not telling anyone where they got it from. And they're scared to bejesus right now that I'm going to tell everyone what they did to me. I'm talking about they done made movies based on things that they got from me. There's people out there right now with my songs on their damn album scared to get it out because they thought they were robbing some old washed up old man. Didn't realize I was going to be bigger than them. Now they're sitting there scared, can't put their album out. Scared they're never going to be able to make another movie. They never thought I was going to be bigger than them and able to get them back for what they did to me. See, that's why people do wrong, because they think they can get away with it. If they had knew who I was and that they wouldn't get away with it, they would have never tried it. And that's just what they say out their mouth. They don't even know what they're saying when people ride by my house. No one knew. No one knew how smart he was. No one knew how much talent he had. No one knew. It was not supposed to make a damn difference. You were not supposed to trespass or wrong the lowest damn homeless man just because you can. But I see your nature. I spoke on it already. If a creature is smaller, weaker, or dumber than you, you'll kill it and eat it because it can't stop you. That's who you are. That's who you are. Because the animal is small, you'll kill it and eat it because it can't defend itself like a chicken. If an animal is dumb and can't outsmart you, you'll kill it and eat it like a cow. Just decide that cows don't have a life, don't have a right to life. We're going to use them for food. In the same way they do with poor people, or homeless people, handicapped people, or old people, or any people that they can. It's like the rich robbing the poor, the able robbing the disabled, the smart robbing the unsmart. It's a bully situation. They mistaked me for these other people. All these nutcases went by assuming I was crazy. The one that is holding the record in the field of psychology, sociology, and a lot of other ologies. These retards were running by saying he had a mental problem. The one with all the cures to their mental problem. Alright? They were running around turning their nose up at me because I had the same clothes on every day. Not knowing that I have a whole fashion company on the drawing board ready to launch with clothes that have never been seen before. I'm not tripping off clothes. It's what they didn't know. No matter how stupid a person is or how low they are, they're always trying to find someone down below them to look down on. That's a demonstration of. Now listen to me. I'm right here at the voice recorder. How come you can hear these people talking when they're right in front of each other, but they want to talk so loud that they can be heard down here? That's the mark of a vampire. They're attention starved. They don't even want you to have your thoughts. They want to be in the background of your mind. You want you have your thoughts to yourself. I couldn't make this note. I want to be in the background of the note. You can't make this song, can't do nothing. They'll slam doors, bark, make their dog bark, do all kind of stuff. Vampire, vampire, vampire. Tried to keep all the other vampires out of it because all we had to bring up was a subject of vampire. We wasn't trying to get anyone killed or murked. All right. So all they had to do was keep their stupid head down and their mouth shut. But no, these three sets of people are going to get their whole race away. And what do you think their race is going to do to them for it? They're going to kill them. And they're going to say, I killed them, when they killed them damn self. Because I kept saying, stop, stop, the bridge is out, you're going the wrong way, stop, dumbass, stop. And they wouldn't stop. Who do you think he is to tell me to stop? Well, then I said, well, go ahead on with your bad self. See how that works out for you. You do what you want to do. And that's what they did. Now everyone hates them. And they still won't stop. So they're going to end up dead. They're just going to end up dead. I made this an official note so everyone know what happened before, during, and after. They're making my life living hell. They're slowing down my work, which means that however many people I was going to help, they reduced the number by costing me time, which means they killed a lot of people. So their ass dying don't mean shit to me. They're responsible for the death of millions of people by me not being able to use my phone because they want to sit next door and know what I'm doing on my phone. Everything's going up on YouTube for the whole world to see, but they got a spy on me to see it. They're stupid, they're dumb. Too dumb to live, actually. I'm just not a murderer no more. Or they'd all been dead. That's how bad it is. It isn't just I got a problem with my neighbor. It's I have only one rule, the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Treat people like you want to be treated. Now, if you don't want someone to do it to you, that means you knew it was wrong when you were doing it. And they've all broke that rule. They've all doing shit to me. They don't want nobody doing them. They don't want me to have a bunch of gangbangers posted up in my yard looking over there in their damn yard. Oh, we don't even have to be talking. They'll be paranoid. But let alone sit over there pointing at them every day, talking about them all day long. Okay? They don't want anyone doing that to them. Alright? And I know they don't. And they sure don't want to hear us talking about them in the background all day long. All they do is look over here and talk about us all day long. That means that they knew it was wrong if they don't want nobody to do it to them. And these suckers next door to me don't want nobody peeking out the blind and watching them. They don't even want nobody to see their greedy ass, how much their greedy ass eats, so they sneak their groceries in the house like it's a diamond heist or something. Like they got stolen money. They don't want nobody to know how greedy they are. 3 people with enough groceries for 20 people, and then that's just for today. But they're going to sit there and watch me all day. Every burp I make. If I was a drug dealer, I would have had to kill them. Because they all in my business. With cameras. Do you know what people do to you? It is illegal to record someone without their permission. Sabotage my yard and my property. Sprayed my fruit and killed it, and my grass, and my flowers, my everything. Stole everything out off of my mom's patio. And sitting up there using it broad as day like it's theirs. They've all came and clipped flowers from our yard and made flowers all through the neighborhood like they grew these damn flowers, like they were theirs. And our bushes are dead. But I'm supposed to love them, right? What lovable thing have they ever done for me? Sit here and watch me starve and freeze and bake and suffer every day? Sit here watching me practice till I bleed and then tell everybody they didn't know how good I was? It's a damn lie. Everyone in this hood knows how good I am. And they've been knowing for over 10 years. They're not going to have that excuse, and the city's not going to have that excuse anyway. We didn't know. I was walking around, the only person walking around in a gold suit, gold shoes, gold suit, gold hat, everything. Everyone saw me. And now they're trying to try to run that we didn't know crap. They not only knew who I was, they knew how talented I was. The only thing they didn't know, that all their brains together could fit inside mine. And that was not supposed to be anything you go by. Because if I went by that, I'll put them all to sleep. Or I'll eat them like they do a chicken, because the chicken is stupid. I'll do them just like they do cows. You dumb, I can eat you. That's how you go. If I'm smarter than you, I can eat you. If I'm bigger or badder than you, I can eat you. If I go by their rules, they'll be food. The neighborhood has acted so badly, so poorly. The people living around the park, the things that they've done, that they think that they're getting away with, the things they've said. I'm really ready. See, all their houses is built on illegal land. Land that somebody pulled some strings ago about 30 years ago or so. Someone pulled some secret plan and got city land that was a park, rezoned or got picked it off, bought the land, moved the park over and made it a mini park. Okay? And then they built houses all around a block that was a park that belonged to the city. And now that it's being investigated, it's going to come out. And it's been sold and changed hands and sold and changed hands. But when you get through talking, all those houses got to go. While they're over there talking Mac, every last one of those houses have to go and the park being restored because it is illegal. And the person who did it better be dead by now. Or they're going to jail. These people ain't going to jail. They bought a house from a person who bought the property from the person who did this. But somebody's going to jail. And these houses got to go. People are going to try to get the current market value. The city's cheap. The city's going to give them back the money they paid for it, which is nothing now. You can't even go get another house with that money. They're going to be screwed. They bought some. If you buy stolen merchandise, they can't help you. They're going to take that merchandise and give it back to the rich. If you buy a stolen car, they're not going to give you your money back. Cops are going to come take that stolen car from you and take it back to the owner, and they ain't going to give you crap. Same way with these houses. Karma, man. Karma. If they hadn't behaved so poorly, I don't think that'd be happening to them. But they were talking big shinola, man. They was talking big shiznick. You know the kind. I went to a guy this morning in his empty store, right? Not a single customer in the whole damn store tried to tell him what he was doing wrong. I said, I've seen many businesses come. I've seen many businesses go. I've been in this town. You're opening too late and you're closing too early. And half of your money comes before you open and after you close. So that means you're only making half as much as you should. He didn't want to listen. Yeah, he was cutting off my sentences. He showed he wasn't really listening. Big store full of merchandise and no customers. He don't know how many people have rented that space before him. And they all have the same disease. It's called the male flaw. You know, that thing where he doesn't want to ask for directions even though you're lost in the woods, lost in a blizzard. He doesn't want to stop and ask anyone for directions. I know anyone doesn't want to take instructions from anybody. He takes the tools out the box and throws the instruction paper in the trash and tries to figure out how to put it together himself when it was a piece of paper that tells you how to put it together. That disease. Everybody suffers from that disease. So they're unteachable because you can't tell them anything. Now, listen, if you're unteachable, you're stuck. And in this world, now you're fucked because everybody's evolving, which means you go down to the bottom. You become a bottom feeder. Just because of what you know and don't know, you fall down to the bottom. That's the difference between the person that's walking around picking up cans, trying to get a few dollars today, and the man who he's taking the cans to. They both have 2 arms, 2 legs, same head, same eyes. But it's the information in their head that's different. That's why one's around picking up crap off the ground, and one is making shitloads of money every day. The information in their head. So when you become I don't speak about the Bible by Bill too much, and I don't use it as a reference for much. You have to read the note that I said about it, the facts. But the only description in the Bible of a fool is that see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil things. A person that's putting their hands over their ears going, I can't hear you, I can't hear you. That's the only description of a fool in the Bible. And that's the disease that these men have. They don't want to listen to anybody. They're talking while you're talking to them, which shows they're not listening. And it's a fatal flaw. Oh, and another reminder while I'm right here. Listen, dipshit. The next one of you that have a problem with one of these notes, and you come way across town from your haven, riding through my neighborhood, across my house, you don't have to say anything to me. I can sense it. I can smell it. I can hear it. If I tell everyone we got to put new noise ordinances up because we're going to suffer from an earthquake from too much vibration, everybody with glass packs in a motorcycle want to ride by here and protest. If I say the animals are pimping you and what you're doing is wrong with the animal, adopt a pet, and everybody with a dog want to ride by here. If I say fat people have big mouths, it's the reason that they're fat. All the fat people want to ride by here. I'm going to start picking off your head like pears in a shooting gallery. And I'm never going to pull out a gun. I'm going to pull out a video camera. And I'm going to record all of your faces and I'm going to make you a target. Stay away from me. If you are not with me or on my side, you better keep your head down and not draw my fire. Because if you do, you're dead meat. For real. I'll erase you from the equation. Your livelihood, your identity, your reason for existence. I will erase you. You're a drop of water fighting the ocean. We don't care about your objections. And because there's no such thing as cuss words, there's no such thing as bad sounds and good sounds unless you're a dummy to let someone come and tell you that and you believe them and go by and live your life by it. I'm going to tell you one more time. I don't give a fuck what a fish wish. You are insignificant. You're a number. You're a reasonable facsimile of a human being. Unless you become a sentient being, your value to me doesn't mean a lot. So your opinion means less than nothing. Keep it to yourself. Because you're not coming by me saying anything. You're riding by me talking to yourself in a vehicle. You come motoring over here like you got a bone to pick with me. Then you stick your tail in your butt and make a turn and keep on going. Because you're expecting to see some weenie, timid Michael Jackson type figure. Newsflash, Michael Jackson was not timid, nor weak, nor shy. I don't know where you got that from and how you fell for the okie doke. Watch a Michael Jackson video. Show me where you see weak, timid, or shy. Then turn the sound down and tell me he can't kick your butt. Yeah, everyone thinks they can beat up Michael Jackson. Turn on any Michael Jackson video and turn the sound down and imagine if he went to using those feet and hands on you. He was a master martial artist, an expert fencer and swordsman, and things you don't know nothing about. Certified genius and not musical genius. There's a lot you don't know about that man, and even more you don't know about me. You should not be going to the edge of volcanoes peeking over in them. If you don't know nothing about a volcano, they splash. You should not be up on a locomotive if you don't know nothing about a locomotive, because the wind current will suck you under the train and they'll say you walked in front of the train. That's how those people get killed. They thought they could stand there close to the train as it passed by, and the suction sucked their butt in. Knowledge is everything. Get some. I'm not finished yet with the block. There's some new people that moved down. There are more big people. Big man looking people from elsewhere. But I got a different category for these people. These are the people who think because they have money, they don't have to worry about their appearance, how they're coming across to people. They don't have to be nice. They don't be nothing. I have money. You have nothing if all you have is money. You have nothing. No character, no style, no finesse, no sense. If you just got money. Just what they're a big demonstration of. People come to them for their money and still don't give a damn about them. They're still always crying in their soup. After all the money I gave them, they still wouldn't put up with my mental problems. That's what you get for thinking you can bribe people and buy people to put up with your issues. You can make them put up with your issues till the beer is gone, till the barbecue is over. Because that's what they're really there for, not you. People go to work every day and take crap off their boss. They hate their boss. They never let on till they get home because they're doing it for the money. Well, that's what they'll do to you. Let's go keep going. Across the house. Some halfway house for people who lost an appendix, handicapped is what you call them, or had an operation, hip replacement, knee replacement, on and on and on. Most of these people had a drug problem too. Alcohol, all kind of stuff. They didn't make it. Now, both these houses are fakes and fronts, right next to the park. They both moved at the same time, and new people went into these houses. And I've seen houses sell and all that. That's not the way it go down. There's something fishy about all three of these people who moved in these houses. Okay? The people in all three houses smell and act just like the people that was there before, like it's like a witness relocation house or something. Well, either way it goes, they did things to make me paranoid, peeking over fence. They're so paranoid they made me paranoid, which interfered with what I was doing. Everything that interferes with what I was doing hurts you. Think about this. Samples of my Optimind and the mental notes almost never happened because of these people. Every video that I shot in the driveway of our home almost never happened because of these people. I can't use my phone. I can't do nothing. Greed, nosiness is part of greed. All right? Greedy people are nosy. They don't just want a lot of food. They want everything. They want to see everything, smell everything on the other side, run around running their mouth about everything. I hate big mouth people. See, when someone gets big, The first thing that was big on them was their mouth. And because it was so big, it made the rest of them big. Because they never closed it. It means there's always some shit going in it or coming out of it. And I explained to you how they got big. People start sticking bottles in their mouth and food in their mouth just to shut them up. Just to shut them up. And when they get grown and you can't shut them up no more, when they're not eating, they're running their mouth. That's why they close their mouth, they can't breathe. That's crazy. Because when you eat, it seems like you have to breathe through your nose. They're sucking in air, water, food, everything at the same time. So it sounds like that. Like a dog eating. That's what a dog does. Sound just alike. And to all of you in the know, you better start distinguishing yourself from the animals because it's about to get ugly about the similarities that have come out are going to put a jacket on you. You're going to get typecast if you don't start making some serious hey. Dogs don't have a plausible thumb. You better get to it because issues like how come when your hair gets wet, it smells like an animal when we wash it? When I wash my dog, it smells just like you when you go take a shower. What's that about? See what I'm saying? It's going to get serious. How come your skin resembles pig skin? It's going to get serious, and you better have answers, and you better have a comeback. You better have a real good comeback. I'm for real. Animals also have two eyes, too. I have two eyes. Does that make me an animal because I have two eyes? So what you saying? Why can't these creatures resemble me? Why is it that I must resemble these creatures? See, I even have to teach you what to say. If I were your enemy, you'd be done and dead. That's why I'm not tolerating you letting people go around giving that impression. I already told all the ones what the deal is. No matter what you do, there's going to be someone that have a problem with it. If we end all death on earth and come up with a way to live forever, the funeral homes are going to hate us. If we show you that there's a cure for every sickness and heal you, the doctors in the hospitals are going to hate us. Do you understand? If we just do the right thing, we're going to have haters. So I don't give a damn I don't care what a bear swears. And if you think these are cute sentences, you can steal. Wrong. They're already in the song. So, I told them to stop. They wouldn't stop. It was like they were thumbing their nose at me talking about make me. So that's what I did. Once this note hits the net, their life's going to be in danger. And the only way they're going to stay alive is when people come and check. They don't see none of the things I said. Then they will keep going. But if they come by and catch them in the act, they're not going to ask me anything. I've seen it too many times. I've heard tales of people talking about me way somewhere else, and a bunch of people jumped on them and messed them up. No one never came and told me nothing. I had a guy lose his life over me, and I didn't know nothing about why and how he died. So, What I'm saying is this. My neighborhood is in default of the golden rule. Do you understand? There's people making crystal meth in the back. There's people in illegal, they're taking in illegal people and other illegal people, coyote type stuff. There's people growing illegal marijuana. There's people selling things under the table. There's people doing all kinds of things. They got a new identity. They don't want me peeking in their yard, hacking their phone, having all my friends over there pointing at them. But, but they're going to do it to me. They don't want me to put up a camera with a zoom that can reach across the park and see what the hell they're doing. Do you understand? They have broken my only have one rule. I can see it'd be easy to trespass against somebody who had a bunch of rules and ways. But a simple man who only has one rule and you can't stay off his toes, a rule that is universal, that everyone has to go, a rule that covers all the rules. You don't want anyone to steal from you. You don't want anyone to lie to you. You don't want anyone to kill you. That's why the golden rule covers every rule. You don't do anything to anyone you don't want anyone doing to you, or you wouldn't want them to do to you if the situation was turned around. They not only did it, they went overboard and went to trying to act Billy Badass about it. Everybody that speaks Spanish is in the Mexican Mafia. Everybody with an Italian last name is in the Italian Mafia. And everybody is a damn lie, bunch of fantasy people who all think they super agents, secret agents, and I'm this and I'm that. And I'm there. You have never been shit. You've never been shit. You knew someone that was something. So you knew a little bit about something so you could fake the funk. Because the real people that was, they don't want nobody to know. You know how many enemies they have still hunting for them? They ain't gonna tell nobody, yeah, I'm in the Mexican Mafia. That's only some dumb wannabe who got paid to do something once. Had a friend that was hooked, that was connected, that used to do favors for their mom. Some crazy crap way like that. It's like all these people running around in fatigues. They haven't done a day in military. Running around looking like straight soldiers and ex-vet. Ain't never been in the military. Tired of them. They remind me of Michael Jackson impersonators. That's why I'm not going to let you stereotype me. I'm not a Michael Jackson impersonator. I am a master mime. And I know you don't know what a mime is. It's a lost art. Pantomime. Lip syncing comes from pantomime and all the rest. Okay? It's the highest form of acting. It's the highest actor. The highest form of acting. Just like you have the highest form of martial arts, well, mime is the highest form of acting. Acting is the highest form of lying. Yes, lying. An actor's job is to be a master liar. To make you think what he is saying and doing is real and really happening. When it's all made up, make believe, and it's not real at all. It's not happening at all. But if he's a good actor, while you watching this movie, you feel like this is something real. You cry for real, you get scared for real, like it's really happening. That's a master liar. And a mime is the master of that because he doesn't need any props or anything. He can make things appear to be there out of thin air and you can see them in your mind, but they aren't there. It's a lie. It's a lie. That's what an illusion is. It's a lie. And a delusion is a lie you tell yourself. Now, so I know all about lies. I'm a master and an expert on what's a lie and what's not true, which makes me an authority on what is. Because once you cover everything that's not so, only thing that's left is what's so. If everyone want to figure out how I did this, I spent my life finding all those things that weren't true. and checking them, putting a check by them. When I was finished, anything that was left was the truth. Sounds simple, huh? Well, you don't got enough years left to do it. You got to come through me. It's going to cost a pretty penny too, so you're going to probably end up coming through someone else who came to me because you didn't have the money. They bought it from me and sold it to the person who sold it to you. So it's going to cost you way more than I charge them in the long run. Or they're going to make way more money off of my stuff than I made off from them. I'm going to charge them a king's ransom. But man, when they get to charging people, because you're not going to be able to, it's like having a driver's license or any license to operate heavy or serious equipment with special licensing to fly. It's going to get to the point where you're going to have to verify you have sound of mind to get a job, to get anything. And I'm the one writing the test. I'm the one putting together the apparatus that you're going to be judged by, whether you're insane, competent, or not. To me, that's a lot more important than resurrecting the King of Pop, because people miss him and the world needs that kind of thing. I will do it, but it's not top priority. Top priority is we only have one problem, get rid of it. And the problem is insanity. All problems have the same cause. Someone's mind not being right. Wrong thinking causes wrong actions. So every wrong action in the world is caused because someone's mind wasn't right. That's top priority. It's not even number one on the top priority list, okay? It's just tied to everything. Top priority is stay alive. Stop all those things that are killing us. It just so happens that all those things that are killing us, at the top of that list is insanity. So in order for me to get to all the things that are killing us that aren't environmental, I have to go through the mental and stop the people that are doing it. Then we can come up with things to deal with the environmental. After we deal with the things that people are doing. People don't agree on much, not 100% of them. But if you talk to them, you'll find weird things that they're all in agreement with, like there's nothing wrong with the world. It's the people that's fucking it up. No one's going to argue with you if you say that. That's why no one can stop me from what I'm doing. They've already agreed that I'm right before I was born. These things aren't right because I said so or I wrote them. They would have been right if I had never been born. If Joe Blow said them, anybody, whenever it was said, it would have been the truth. It's not the truth because I said it. It doesn't matter who says it. The truth is the truth, no matter who says it. Don't quit putting so much emphasis on who said the words. Because the words at the end are only the truth. The truth is not real. The truth is just someone's take on what's real, perspective on what's real, version of what's real. The truth is just words. Yes, the truth is just words, someone's words. What is. And it's not, reality is not what is. Anything is never original. Anything is always a do-over. Anything that begins with is not an original factor of this world. Means to do it again. So at most it's a copy or a remake. And so is your reality. It's a remake of all, or attempt to take my world and rename it, reshape it, remake it to their liking. That didn't really pan out too good for me, them, or no one. I can't even say it was a good attempt. It was a suicidal, crazy thing to do by some people that were way less evolved than we are now. The only thing they succeeded in was spreading it, the thought and the thing. The actual plan, man. Ants and monkeys have a better plan. I BS you not. So, I don't really want you to kill the people in my neighborhood. See, none of my weapons is armed with murder and death. I have abilities where I can wish death on people in some kind of way it'll happen. No, my weapons are armed with something that they fear. A lot of people don't fear death. They're terminal ill already, and I won't know I'm dead. So you could pull out a weapon on them, that's not going to stop them. You know what they're afraid of? Being embarrassed. That's what all my weapons is loaded up with. Shame and embarrassment. And every time I aim it, everybody say, okay, 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 I give. But if I pull out a knife on them, cut me, I've been cut before. Shoot me, I've been shot. But when I threaten to embarrass them, they all yield. They all throw their hand in and say, okay, 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 okay. You win. Just don't embarrass me. I got this whole city on its knees. Shame of being embarrassed. Not that I'm going to kill them all or that I'm going to do anything else to them. They're scared of being embarrassed about this whole situation of one of the smartest people in history, one of the greatest people of all time. They weren't even smart enough to recognize. They look like idiots that a gold mine could be sitting there in their front yard and they wouldn't recognize it. It's just a lot of reasons. They did it to themselves, and they'll never do it again to anyone. And when they hear what happened in the city, no one's going to do it again. That was the purpose for it happening. It didn't happen to make them embarrassed. I'm not actually going to let them go out like that in the end. I'm planning on making this city in the valley the ninth wonder of the world. That's not embarrassing. That's bragging rights. But this had to be done because that cannot be so. They're all running around here by this Bible, but they don't even go by the Bible. Remember the judge not, yes, lest ye be judged? Where you're looking at it, live in the flesh. If they hadn't have judged, they wouldn't have been in this position for me to do what I'm doing to them. For me to pass judgment on them. I wouldn't have been able to if they hadn't have been passing judgment on me and others. They would not be in this position. So it ain't just some writing. It may be plagiarized, but it came from something that was true. You just never saw it. You only saw someone's tampered with version of it that is really chauvinistic, racist, and all kinds of things. Man, I don't see how they can even call that a work of God or even say that it's good after them people did what they did. My son, you got no place in God. Don't have no respect for women. He don't even talk to them except the ones they couldn't erase. Key characters, mothers, and key events. This was done by the homosexual King James group. The racist homosexual King James group. Anyway, if I didn't have a PP, I might want to be a girl too. And when your PP's no bigger than a girl's clitoris, that's the name of that tune. It's basically a lot of people's story. girl with a clitoris so bad it looked like it's so big it looked like she got a little ding-a-ling. Now she's the boy in the boy category. The man with a PP so small looks like it's a girl's. Both of them have a thing the same size, and they think it knocks them out of their boxer category. I want someone to show me a picture of what a genital's supposed to look like. Because everybody's, and you know what I'm saying? Do you know that every girl thinks she has a funny shaped one? Because there are so many shaped ones. There's no funny shaped one. And yours not supposed to look like hers, no more than you're supposed to look like the other people. Remember what I told you about we have different skeletons? So I was shaped differently. Okay? You'll never have the body of those skinny so-called white girls you see on TV if you're another race. Your rib cage is wider and bigger. Your frame is shorter. Your hip bones are bigger. You're not designed to look like that. To starve and kill yourself to look like them means someone brainwashed you to not be satisfied with you, to think that you were ugly and they were pretty. Remember that story? Quit relating everything to white people and realize that you're a victim too. And don't blame it all on the white people, because if you stop and talk to them instead of assuming, you're going to find out they're stuck on stupid and somebody that managed to do the same thing to them that was done to you. But they were behind it. And like I insinuated that they neuralized us and then turned it on themselves. I have no proof of that. It just seemed like someone made us stupid and they were the ones in charge and in a position to do it, but they were stuck on stupid too. So it was like a theory zapped us and then zapped them damn self. I thought about other solid, real truths. A dog may chase its tail, but it's not going to bite its tail. When you see it biting on its tail, it's not really biting its tail. It's trying to kill fleas. So that means that people will kill themselves, but they kill themselves because of other people. They're not like out to kill themselves. Okay? People kill themselves when it spells relief in their mind from what they're going through. What they're going through is so painful to them, so irritating or aggravating to them, they just want it to stop. It's not their goal to commit suicide. They have something they can't live with. So, like I said, these are a bunch of people that you see me taking everything from and slapping out of their hands, saying, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what's going on. So how can they be behind it? The person behind it did it, knows everything that I know. They know what they did. So how can they be behind it if it's being done to them too? Now we move to the next level. Is it demons? Is it extraterrestrials? It has to be something greater than them. I'm just going to tell you that. They're not up to this. You're giving way too many credit to people that I'm making look stupid. You're saying they're the greatest genius ever conceived and came up with the greatest ingenious ass plan for taking over the world and tricking everybody and renaming everything that is and twisting it where you'll never ever figure it out. You're giving them way too much credit. Because there's nothing about them that spells that except for their ability to steal things that are beyond their ability to do. Reverse engineering, stolen inventions, i.e., the aliens from The Simpsons in the stolen spaceship who were really intimidated till they pulled out their top, biggest, greatest weapon. And it was a gun with a cork in it and a little bang sign. Because they really were some primitive people in a stolen vehicle. And we just automatically assumed if you show up in a spaceship, you must be an advanced race. We never thought about the spaceship could be stolen. This is what's in the hands of white people. The reason you think that they're so advanced. They have everything everyone ever came up with. They stole it from them or robbed them with a gun at gunpoint. That's bad. And I'm not letting them off with what they did. I'm just saying that this is bigger than them. And we got to set that aside for a moment. Because if you killed every last one of them, you're going to wake up in the morning feeling wrong because this crap's still going to be going on. You're going to be like, oops, I thought they were the one. I thought they were the serial killer. Until another victim pops up the next day after that person's been executed. You look in the mirror, fix yourself, don't worry about them. That's where they went wrong. You're going to become the thing you hate if you go down that road. Let it alone, let us handle it. You see us handling it. If you would have attempted to do this, the world would be burning down in flames right now and everybody be rioting and fighting and killing each other. If you attempted to do any of these things I've done or say any of these things, the world would be collapsing right now. Not clapping. I've trained my whole life for this. Let me do my job. I understand that you want to join in. I understand that you want to do something important. I understand some of you have been trying to do this all your life, and it's what breaks your heart. Come on, join the party. Join the one party. Do not try to take my chair. UC, University of California. Because I'm a Californian, I am trying to save you embarrassment because you have a campus in the City of Mercy. You guys should have got these notes from before everybody, and you should have made a decision of we want in on this before it gets to the world. We don't want the stigma of we're right here and we have nothing to do with this. I'm warning you, from the dean on down to the alumni to all, and all of you are, let me warn everybody. Don't just single them out. Do not try to take what is mine, what I have started, what I have created, what I have built, and what I have named, and what I have gained, and take control of it like it is yours to do with what you want. Do not try to take the lead in my projects. If I let you in on something on a research project that has been going on over 2 decades, do not try to claim it as a UC project and take my name out. This has been attempted to be done to me ever since the Urban League when I was 18 years old. I'm ready for a move like that. It's going to be the most embarrassing period of your campus. I'm letting you guys in because it's more than it's a big job. Do not try to take it over and take credit and take all the awards. The awards are mine. You share an award for whatever your contribution is. Now, big tech companies, the AI glitch, the contingency plan for the Terminator virus, do not try to take this project over. and claim it as a Microsoft or Apple or any other thing. Do not, all you researchers that working on it, do not try to claim my inventions as your work. I brought it to you for second opinions and for expertise in areas. A man can think of a machine, but an expert on screws can help him make a better machine. But the person who came up with the screws cannot take the credit for the machine. And you guys got a bad habit of doing that. All you civil rights people, don't go to try to march and take it, put my emblems and symbols on your chest and think you're calling shots or running something. Follow the plan and the agenda that was laid down for you, or you will be cut off. The servants of all. Don't go put our name up on a building and claim to be us without going through us. The consequences I cannot say on record because I will be put in prison. Those of you don't even know what the viable alternative is for the educational system or the prison system or our system of management. You can't take control of it. I left you in that position for a reason, because you're run by vampires. Vampires who claim they invented rock and roll. That's how big of vampires they are. They didn't listen. Rock is known as a certain race's music when it was created by another race. The original cowboy was another race. But when you go to rodeo, you see the vampires again. They're famous for doing things like take what they did to the so-called black people. The street that you're driving on, a black person invented to pave roads. He invented the traffic light. Okay? The walkie-talkie is the reason you have a cell phone. Okay, but Bell get credit for that phone with his 2 cans and a string. But you're on a wireless device like a walkie-talkie. It's also that's responsible for your television and many other things. The clothes you have on, cotton gin. Can you say peanut butter? The list go on. When in your history books, though, they get no credit for anything but a fake lie about coming over here on some boats from Africa. Lie, lie, lie. There are no boats. There were no boats made in any shipping yard. There was no boats docked and unloaded in any shipping yard or any port. It's all concocted big lie to cover the fact that they came here and took the black people's land that were Native Americans and enslaved them. They had to have help. They're not this smart. Let me take this thing down. There won't be no more laying down today. It's already 12. Right? You probably get the door open already. I'm in a concocted type tent. Don't you guys forget that. At this point in time. Like I sound like I live in a big palace somewhere. I'm king of the universe already. I'm doing this from the bottom of the pool. The bottom of the pool. You want a metaphor? Everyone jump in the pool and sink down. Now try to go back up to the top. Having nothing to push off of, grab onto and pull. You're struggling, dog paddling, trying to get a few feet back up to the top. You know who could get there before you? The person that just sinks down to the bottom of the pool and pushes off. Will rocket to the top. and pass you as you're struggling to get to the top. That's what I did. And all my friends who were so far ahead of me, like the hare and the tortoise, are looking really stupid right now. That I got to the top before them in their struggle. I was smarter than they were. I had a better plan and strategy. Sink to the bottom of the pool and push off. They were so scared they were going to drown, they spent their whole life struggling. Mine was a relaxed descent and a hard push. My life was better than theirs. I didn't have to eat any crap, take any crap. None of that. People kept trying to give me crap the whole way, don't get me wrong. Okay, we took a little short pause. Now here's the point where we do the incredible turn. You know, the part where we put something here that if you just watch the beginning, listen to the beginning of this note, you would never dream this was at the end, and you robbed yourself. That skin just listen to every note in entirety. Okay? I know you didn't hear the button pause, but I paused for a second just then. And during that time period, the damn vampires in my neighborhood that this note is about went to the same old Jedi mind trick crap. The side effect of it is temporary memory loss. So I don't have any idea what I was getting ready to tell you. Blame the vamps. They make me say things like death to all vampires. So let them give themselves away. Something in the future is going to happen to them so horrible. It's going to make people forget all about what the Germans did to the Jewish, what they did to the black slaves. All of them going to forget about that. They're going to forget about the witch hunt and the Salem trials, everything. They're going to get you if you show signs of having this ability, and definitely if you get caught using it. It is banned in so many worlds to do that. It is the worst type of invasion, worse than rape. I'm going to have to substitute. One moment, please. Because of the behavior and the people around me, I'll come to the decision that you don't deserve what I was about to tell you. I might even make this the last note and sail every thought past this. Make it pay through the nose. I'm really irritated right now. I am. I'm going to think about vampires for a few minutes. Then I'm going to launch a campaign. It's about to get ugly. I should have stopped. I had a chance. And the last thing everybody should have been doing is running around like always, trying to show what they can do, that these things can do. We have the same abilities as this, same this, we can do this, boom, boom. That is not a bragging thing. That is not a good thing. It is stupid. When someone's getting blamed for everything that's wrong in the world, for you to raise your hand and say that you just like them is the dumbest thing you could ever do. And that's what you do. The little Jedi mind tricks. You tempt a being like me to show you what a real mind trick is. But it would hurt you so bad that I couldn't undo it. It's not like the little Jedi mind trick that wears off after a while and their memory comes back. It's not like your little pressure tricks. Pressure to the head, pressure to the kidney, pressure to the heart. It's the only reason you can stand upright, dance, or move. You master the muscle spasm, not moving. You're just a spaz, walking spaz. You dance like a spaz, you move like a spaz, you play like a spaz. And all you got is a spaz ability. You are about to get hurt. You read my lips. Cease and desist, or you're gonna cease to exist. That's the closest thing to a threat you'll ever hear me say, because this is not a threatening or violent movement. But you better remember, self-defense is very violent. Very violent. It's not just a series of blocks. It's a series of setting traps and defenses, thorns, stickers. Keep messing around. I'm gonna feed you vampires some poison blood. You know what I mean? Keep doing it. And I'm gonna teach them to feed you poison thoughts that you can't get out your head. And you're not gonna be a problem to anyone anymore. You're gonna be a vegetable. This is my last warning. I don't care what the shape, what the color, what the disguise is. You got one more time to expose everybody and remind me of what this really is. And I'm going to make everybody jump on you for that. And you will not survive. So, any more volunteers? Any more random people in which management can't control, that don't want to listen? Anybody want to ride by me and blast their music or gun their motor? Anybody want to run by me mumbling about big people or anything else? Anybody want to play any more pee-pee tricks? Anybody want to make someone have a heart attack? Anybody want to do anything else? Anybody want to come by and just see what they talking about? One more move. One more straw on this camel's back. One more straw. You better play your brother's keeper, because your brother can make you become extinct with his careless behavior. Can you say zero tolerance? I can't come back from that, y'all. I just can't come back. I sit here and made this note, and I made notes about how people are robbed and about that's the worst thing you could do to a person. What is a person who cares that has stolen people's identity, wardrobe, language? They'll steal anything. I have no sympathy for what's going to happen to them. And if they let somebody fuck this up for all of them, they deserve for it to be fucked up. Let one motherfucker get through the goddamn barrier again to me. And I'm gonna stop defending you. And you can cry about how can I take it out on everybody for one person do if you want to. Then I'm gonna get super madder and do something worse. Why? Quit trying to play me for stupid, hive head. There's no such thing. This is one person doing something on their own. Not right now. That's like saying that ant is operating independently. Yeah, you may want to think that because you see only one ant. Ants don't function like that. So let one more so-called random. No, like I warned before, let any people or group show me they cannot control or manage their own, they're gonna be fired within fucking seconds of finishing that fucking picture. As soon as they finish the sentence, they give me that impression they cannot do the job that their job requires. They're fired. So you can't control the people. You might want to get out of government right now. If you cannot govern, I have no idea what the hell that word means or how it's done. Or you're not an expert on the manipulation of people. That's what it is. The mastery of mass manipulation. That's what government is in action. Management of masses of people and factors. But the factors are controlled by the people. You control the people, you control all the machines and all the factors and the activities and enterprises going on. You influence the people, you influence all those things. Whoever is the greatest mass manipulator is the greatest leader, is the leader. You really think you can beat me? It's more and more every day, like all those fools who stepped in the ring with Tyson. Okay. It's your funeral. Everybody get your people. You better get control of your children. And you better get control of yourself. Because that one piece of paper you dropped on the ground ain't gonna hurt nothing. Can get your arm broke. Just for saying that. There's no such thing as a little lie. A lie is a lie is a lie. And putting white on it ain't changing nothing in this world. A little white lie. There is no such thing as white or black, let alone black or white people. Why? There's no such thing as something being a color. Everything is 12 colors at least, causing a 13th color. I don't even want to discuss with you. I want to hear your tales about what your eyes see. Because I would have to think about what the birds' eyes see, and the bees' eyes see, and the ants. Because they all see things differently. You just seem to think you above them. That's why you eat and kill them for sport. And when some big macro creature is hunting you down for sport and eating you, I'm going to be sitting somewhere safe. So not feeling shedding a tear. I'm on the edge of temporary insanity right now. I have to stop. Because I feel anger. And I told you, there's a reason they call angry mad and they call insane mad. Because it's a form of temporary insanity. You would do something crazy during that state. Is how you know that it's crazy. It's crazy to have a beef about something and do something that makes you have to put up with that thing for years. Say someone talking shit to you and you hurt them real bad for it. Now you're in bars with a guy outside talking shit to you all day, all night, and there's nothing you can do about it. Where you have to take shit. Got mad because someone was bossing you around. Got greedy. Now you have nothing. Big drug dealer, ballers, diamond watch, criminals sitting on the cement ground inside a cage like an animal without even a Mickey Mouse watch. Don't sound so smart. And as always, I always tell you there's things people don't unanimously agree, and when you find it, it's gold. Yeah, it's that one person inside jail that will tell you what they did was worth it. Not one person. Let's say if I had to do it over again, I would. They might kill the same person again for what they did, but they would do it a different way. If I don't lay down, I'm gonna drop. One's been picked up. There's a window later. Sorry about the randomness. It strayed off for a second. It really got to me that time. That's because I'm so busy working. I have time to review my notes, even do the stuff myself right now. I should have had on headphones and sunglasses and been shielded. You get yours. But something has to come out of this. I can't just keep going on stalling for time, hoping that I'll remember. I'll catch it in another note. This has been the SPS, Self-Preservation Society. SY. Save yourself. Okay? Join the one party. Okay? Be one of the ones. Vote for one of the ones. Vote for one. Be about one. Reduce everything to ones. Make everybody look complicated, wrinkled, stressed out, and stupid. I will remember. See you guys in the next note. Okay. On to the next one.